Set, ready, go to base.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Begin. Hold, 64, wait.
Sponge. No.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
All day, every day, any day. Switch. Order.
They run, Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Bridgewater with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Watch out. Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On the ground, it's Cook. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. On the carry, it's Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Check three.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater got his man there complete to Gallup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First and 10.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check, crouch, explain. Hold up. Minus 50.
Bridgewater on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Pick your game up. Switch. Check three. Check. Same on.
Now a run with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Quick dance. Come on. Back. No.
They'll run with Cook. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Real set.
57, Mike 57. I got you.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the pass.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Oh, here we go. Oh,
3rd and 2, Darnold. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Scott. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Pirine. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a carry for Pirine. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the 50, it's Darnold. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 52.
Now Cook. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returning, it's Benjamin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 39-yard line.
Mike's 6. Mike's 56.
No game on this defense. No game.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Third down.
Mike 56. Man, 80. 56.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And caught by Henry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Raiders.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st down, it's Scott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Samaje Pirine, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
27-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Eckler. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Bridgewater. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this to Eckler. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike.
Bridgewater again. And the Raiders have got him.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's out.
Wait.
Off.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They go play action here on 1st down. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Check your hot read.
SOS.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Harris on the tackle. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Check it out.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Check 43. Hey, check 24. Check it. Come on. Match box. Right. Alert 3. Squeeze. Switch. He's checking. Crash. Shift. Check hot route. Hot.
Check.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
It's run.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
For the Titans field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Darnold now to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for time Montgomery. Brings up 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here we go, son. Here we go.
Now Pirine. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Coming this way, Here we go.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Buying time, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Credit the sack to Corey Legion.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. as you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Let's go. Five on. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Handoff comes to Cook. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Ready. Hey, come on. Let's go, D.
Devlin on the inside give. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Butts it. Butts it.
1st down, Bridgewater. Oh, nice move. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Check 26, check 26. Shit. Rotate.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Flushed out right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
An update, meanwhile, from over in Jacksonville. The Jets have just scored, so they've taken the lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Here we go. 70 engines. 80 weapons. Check 24. Check 24.
Back to the ground, Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Undercut. Undercut. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34, Mike 34. Trump.
You ain't doing nothing.
From the 38, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Dorsett's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back now in Houston, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run for it with Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Devlin will try to power it in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Here is Cook on third and goal, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We own them. We own them.
They go again with Scott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run on first down. Scott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. It's our kill. It's our kill.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going deep for Benjamin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. What?
Check 25. Check.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I got you. 57 to Mike. Watch the slant.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He completes it to Henry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Complete to
First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run again with Perine. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott, and a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's complete. Henry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second and 5 now. Darnold. Able to find Shaheen here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
We got that one.
They'll go to Perine, try to pound it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Henry with time running out as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Now Darnold. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sidelines?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
49, check 49, check 49, check 13.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Houston. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now the first throw in overtime for Bridgewater. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 34. 22, Jet, cover. 22, Jet, cover. Kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Complete to Dorsett. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
46-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch that. Wide. Get wide.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. He'll get this to Eckler. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
34 is the mic. 34 is the mic.
Shift.
Switch it. Hang on. Come on, switch it. Jack.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Right here.
Hey.
He's coming. Check him.
Check back.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Got it. Check back 34. Mike 34. Watch the run. He's coming. Double up. Match ball. Mike.
On 1st down, Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curl. Joker. He get it. Sponge. No. Switch.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Watch out. Go.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And Eifert has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
It's just me and you. Check. Let's go. Come on. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Shut up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Second and 10. At the Raiders' 11
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Houston, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.